All right, not sure what's going on with the music today. Yo, 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 welcome to 8,000 Miles Away. Welcome to the 8,000 Miles Away for another exciting video. It's been a week since we hollered at you guys. It's getting harder and harder to put these streams together. I probably spent this whole day, trying to put this stream together. And I just finished it up probably no more than about an hour ago, dude. About an hour ago. So it's getting harder and harder to do this. But we got an interesting topic today, as y'all know. And yes, the sisters, as you saw in the thumbnail, if you saw the thumbnail, there's an exciting thing happening today. And that exciting thing is the sisters are flocking. Guys have been coming, but the sisters are flocking. So the noise is just happening. You know, when the sisters start doing stuff, the game changes. And yes, the sisters are flocking to the land of smiles. And the question is why? Why, Thailand? Why even the Philippines? Why all the way on the other side of the world? Y'all tell me in the chat why y'all think that the females have been flocking to the land of smiles and also the Philippines, where they have more fun. But mainly they are in Thailand, and they're advertising just like the brothers did. So yes, the sisters are flocking to the land of smiles, and the question is why. That's what we're going to be discussing today. So that thing is it the cost of living, or is it to obstruct the Passport Brothers movement? Y'all let me know in the chat. Is it the cost of living, or is it to obstruct the 2-year, 3-year, 2-year, I say 2-year Passport Brothers movement? Before we get into it more, I'm going to see we got a comment already from my man, Mr. International, my brother. He says, everyone knows that Keisha loves cheap rent. You heard what I'm saying, because you see it, they say, what they say. I started to post that video of Mr. International. I started to, because every time I see that TikTok video where they say, they ain't checking credit. They ain't checking credit. All they want to do is just get the money. They want to. If you give them too much salary, you end like Flynn. And look at my place. It looks like Taj Mahal. That shit kills me, man. Every time I hear that, man, that shit makes me fall all the way out. Hey, look here. If you didn't pay your rent and you got an eviction on your job, book you a flight and fly to Thailand, because they don't give a damn about what you did over here as far as your credit. This and that. Them 3 credit reports, they ain't making their way across the water, so y'all can do y'all thing. You can move in, I'll get out. Shout out to Mr. International. Everyone knows Keisha loves cheap rent. Yeah. So in this video, in this live stream tonight, we're going to review and take a deep look into what really is going on with this recent development of these lovely ladies relocating to the land of smiles in other Southeast Asian countries. But before we get into, before we continue, if our videos made you laugh, and that's what my intention is, or if my videos made you smile, I want you to like, share, subscribe to 8,000 Miles Away. Please like, share, subscribe to 8,000 Miles Away. It's free, guys, and it really helps us grow when you subscribe and you share and you like. So if you can do that for me, it's free. I appreciate you, brother. And also send us a cash app at $8,000 Miles Away, or super chat, anything like that. It run along, it's right along the ticker right at the bottom there. You can see what it says, $8,000 Miles Away. Or if you have if you have any videos, you have anything to discuss, any clips, anything that we can discuss, or any questions for me and my guy, Virginia, you can hit us at that email at $8,000 or 8,000 Miles Away at gmail.com. Everything's 8,000 miles away. So after the untimely death of the Godfather, Kevin Samuels, and y'all all know who KS is. Hang on one second. Let me get myself together here. After the untimely death of Kevin Samuels, the godfather of the manosphere, and I'll shoot that.
Black people, I just have a small.
After the untimely death of the godfather of the manosphere, Kevin Samuels, the rise of the passport brother movement was born. Anybody that knows anything about it, that's pretty much the answer. It may be some tweaks and some different of opinions a little bit, but right after his death, it blew the hell up. You know, BBL, what's her name? What's the chick's name that was in, what is her name? I can't think. She's talking. They started talking a little noise, a little. They got greasy with in the comments about Kevin. I can't think of her name now. Just recently got a BBL. Y'all help me in the chat what chick's name is. Played in a lot of movies she played in. She's about 55, 60 now. I don't know why her name skips my mind now. Cause hell, we about the same age, but I can't think of her name. But anyway, you know what I'm talking about. Yeah. So yeah, she talked a little shit. Everybody had a little something to say. There's too much noise about everything. Hold on for me just 1 second. I meant to take care of this little problem right here. Hold on 1 second. Just 1 quick second. Go with it alone. It's very important to understand how China is overseeing because it also explains why we're in why the United States had been the world's largest economy. It's taken such an aggressive policy. In 1820, China made up 1/3 of global economy. However, as European powers colonized Europe. All right, I'm back with you. I'm back with you. I had to, life be life. So we got a comment here. That's who's that? Vivica Fox. Yeah, that's the chick's name. I don't know why I couldn't think of her name. She would look greasy. But she got a new BBL now. You seen that chick? She got a BBL at 55, 60 years old. She on some clown shit for real, man. I ain't lying. But she steadily trying to hang in there and still be beautiful. She still got that 55, 60-year-old Vivica Fox face. But damn it, she got a BBL and it ain't hitting her for that. I tell you what. As nice looking as my Filipino woman is, and all the other women I see in the Philippines, I doubt very seriously if I could roll with the Vivica Fox if she rolled my way. I don't think I could do it because I know she on some bullshit, number one. So I don't know. To each his own, though. You know how that is. But as I was saying, after the death of Kevin Samuels, the Passport brother movement began to blossom. It blew up. And once the brothers began relocating to the Philippines, in Thailand, in Brazil, in Colombia, in the DR, and other countries like that, the next phase was the shaming. And this is the truth. The shaming hit right then. And they tried to shame us, guys. They tried their damnedest to shame us once that happened. And I have a clip here because I want to bring it all together in case a lot of you brothers have forgot how these females carried on and why they are where they are today. So here's the clip on the chicks 2 years ago and how they really feel today about brothers with means that move overseas. This is a small clip, but listen to how they shame us. Let's roll this clip. If I can find it, I'm going to roll it. I can find it right here. It ain't hard to find, baby. Hang on there, right there. Just hang tight. Pause it right there. There you go. Hang on. I'm going to share this with y'all. Y'all stand by because they're gonna trash us to death, bro. Did Virginia just call me? I think she did. Hang on 1 second, guys. Let me get to that. There it is. So I'm gonna bring that on right there. This is how we gonna do this? So shout out to the Accountability TTV and Fair Use. But I want you guys to, I'm gonna leave it big like that because I want y'all to see in this video how these lovely ladies carried on once they found out brothers were means were going overseas. Roll this clip. It's crazy, man. So roll the clip.
There are so many single available women here, right? And you can't tell me that there's not one woman that, you know, that just would not be able to be your match. So I think when you are leaving and let's say you're trying to go overseas to find something, I don't necessarily think when men are doing that, well, I'm gonna just say black men because we were talking about black love. Black men are doing that when they're going abroad. Me personally, I think it has a lot to do with because they don't want to do the work to elevate themselves, to get the woman that they want to have access to here in America. Because not all black women have attitudes. There's just going to be certain things that you are going to deal with women regardless of where you go, because women are women. So you're not going to escape those aspects of dealing with a woman. They're going to have expectations and needs from you. I think a lot of times what happens is they're unsuccessful here. They think that it's going to be an escape somewhere else. And then they feel that, okay, they're not going to have the same expectations of me as someone here in the States would. So they can, I guess, enter in a relationship with minimal output and feel like they have a woman, because more than likely, based on what the research that I found, was that those women are looking for a come up, right? And so if a woman here in the States is looking for a come up, it's a problem. But you'll go overseas knowing.
Pause right there. Women overseas are looking for a come up. I'd say a lot of them are, but I'm not being delusional. The lady that I deal with, there's no come up with that at all. If anybody's coming up, I'm coming up. So I just don't understand. That's a generalization. That might be a lot of them, but to come up anyway for women, when guys are with women overseas, there's so much value that they bring to the table in other areas. And I'm not just talking about sex. I'm talking about collectively, cumulative. There's so much value they bring to the table as opposed to what our American counterpart women bring to the table, that we don't give a shit about the come up. Hell, we want to help. It's just a few things that women need to do in order to change the game. But let me roll this clip here because she's cooking. She's cooking. Let me let her cook.
These women are looking for a come up, and it's okay. And I think the reason is because the come up over there is less expectation, and they're gonna like get more for less is a bargain. So I think that's where that comes from. But at the end of the day, it begins and ends with you. You still need to, because at some point that woman is going to start having an increase in expectations of what it is that she needs from you as well. And then what are you going to do at that point? You're going to divorce, or oh, let me get another woman. So,
and I think it's important, to define like what is more for less, because, when we talk about the submissive woman, that is a masculine man looking for a traditional woman in a traditional household. So you go out to these other countries where these traditional roles are more prevalent than here, like in the States, where you have like the more of the modern women, as they like to call it. Well, you're gonna have to be able to put something up, sir. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like a lot of these women in these other countries in traditional roles, they're not working women. So are you going to be the protector? Are you going to be the provider of the household, not just financially, but emotionally, all the other aspects as well? So it's like, at some point you have to, you say more for less. And it's like, well, sir, what really is your more for less? And Do you just want someone? Do you just want a submissive? Do you want a servant woman? That's because it's very different. Servitude versus submission. And so, are you looking for a servant that's by your side, that's a working woman? You know what I mean? Like both of y'all go to work and you come back home and you think that she's not equally tired. But
well, if they're going overseas to get her, they need to first understand the K-1 visa process, and they need to understand
that. Before she get into that, she clearly believes that any man of means hasn't done his damn research to go over there. Anyone that decides to go over there, and first of all, I'll let her get into that, but I think she's getting into a point where she thinks somebody wants to bring them here. Everybody don't want to bring them here, and they all don't want to come over here. Do you know it's a better lifestyle in Thailand than in the Philippines? In a lot of cases, it is here in America, especially when it comes to a person with means, because he can have what he wants in a country that's developing, and still have a dime on his shoulder. What the fuck are you talking about? But roll a clip that I cook.
A woman, honey, she can't work. She can't work for the first probably year.
And she don't want to. Like, you have to here, so I don't know.
If y'all be complaining about child support, imagine.
It's cheaper to stay here and get one of us, baby.
And I hope those women overseas are watching this stuff, because it's like, honey, I hope you know what you're getting yourself into, because baby, they ain't doing it here.
Don't you hate it when these females say it like that? Baby, it ain't never good when they say baby. It's kind of like saying, have a blessed day. Better cook.
Exactly. So I think when men make that comment, they're not thinking about the actual process and the commitment that they are going to have to put into that, and the longevity, even if that relationship doesn't work out. Like, you're still her sponsor. So keep that in mind. When you find your other American woman, let's just say you went over there and you got her and you thought it was the best thing since sliced bread, and it didn't work out. Maybe she became Americanized, the thing that you hate about American women, and now you stuck still sponsoring her and taking care of her.
Oh, honey, and she gonna milk it to the day she dies.
And now your new wife, you meet your new wife, and she's American, and you like, man, I've been looking for you my whole life, and now you got to explain to her why you still got a sponsor.
Why did Albie? I gotta shout you out. He just said, I just threw my passport in the trash with a crying emoji.
If you're going to make moves, you need to be educated on the moves that you're going to make. And yes, if you bring somebody over, if it's your spouse, you are legally responsible for them. You are sponsoring them. So if something were to happen and this lady no longer wants to be with you, let's just say she adapts to the American culture, and this fine football player just walks past and she's like, oh, I like that, and he likes her, and she leaves you, you're still responsible for her because you sponsored her. Okay. Mm-hmm. So she can leave you, and you have to still sponsor her because you made an agreement with the government that you bring this woman over here, you will be responsible for her. Mm-hmm. That's how it goes.
I mean, it's the easiest get out of jail free card for them, marrying somebody to come over to the States, especially when you have that out. It's like, okay, yeah, the second that they start showing out, I'm out. And it's the easiest way for people to get into the United States quick.
Right. So a lot of these women still feel this way here today. They haven't changed, and they just changed the way they're looking at shit. They're looking at it in a total different way than it did before. And now it's 2 years later, and these lovely ladies, are doing what we call now. After all that right there, that's shaming, because that's how they started out, shaming the hell out of it. There's a ton of videos out there. And I wanted to play that one because that was an avatar to how they think then and essentially how they think now. And sadly enough, a lot of our family members believe that. And that's what makes it sad. We got family members that feel like these people here. People need to understand, if you look at, and I don't want to get political, but if you look at all what's going on political right now, everything is telling you that America's great, but it's not the only country out there, and you can flourish and do things with your American dollar somewhere else. Point blank, period. Now, it's been 2 years. And 2 years later, these lovely ladies now, they're on what we call a recon surveillance eavesdropping tour in an effort to put salt in the game and plant bullshit in the minds of the Thai women and the Filipino women, particularly the Filipino women. But here's the deal. They don't know that they don't need to help these chicks over there. These chicks are street smart to the level. They're probably going to get most of us if we're not careful. And they are. They're about that money, man. They're about that money. So you have to vet them and condition it before you even, like any other woman, you have to vet them because they're about that game too. If you let them, you don't need to teach them nothing. They know what's up. So the question is, if they're trying to put bullshit in the minds of the Filipino and the Thai girls in their mind, what have these lovely ladies discovered from tiptoeing and snooping around in Southeast Asia in the last 24 months? It's growing. Well, I got 4 things that I can tell you that they've learned. 4 things they've learned. Number 1, they've learned that Black American men, like myself, Black American men are not checking for them overseas. Amen in the chat. Put in the chat if you believe what I just said, that the Black American man and anyone else are not checking for these chicks when if they come over there thinking that we're gonna check with them, gonna holler at them, they got the game all but up. Black men are not checking for Black American women overseas. Point blank, period. Number 2, Thai men and other Asian men don't want them either. That's 2. And this is other countries as well, too. We're going to get into this. We're going to touch on all of just a mention, just a mention. And number 3, is actually can be very dangerous when they travel overseas, particularly, as y'all know, if they're alone. Because at the end of the day, they are winning. They might be masculine as hell, especially these Black ones, but they are still, at the end of the day, a women and not a man. So it's very dangerous for a woman to travel overseas, particularly solo. So those are 3 of the 4 they've learned. Now, the 4th thing they learned is a benefit. Ironically, what they've learned, and you touched on that, Mr. International, just a little bit. What they've learned, ironically, is they've discovered the same thing, that the cost of living and the daily standard of living for expats is very attractive to call home. They found that out, just like the brothers have. The rent is cheap and the food is cheap, or cheaper. I put it that way. Both of them are. And it's overall, they found that it's a a more peaceful, simpler life. So they've learned what us Black American men have learned, that it's not just all about chasing women. They thought it was all about chasing women. That's the word that's been advertised all over the world, that we go over there to chase women. But hell, we chase women all around the whole world. All men chase women. So it's not about chasing women. It's bigger than that. It's more levels to that. It's more than that. It's more levels to that thing. It's a much more different way of life. And that's the core that they found out. in the Black American man is found out. So maybe that's the reason why they're going over there. Like I say, is it the cost of living, or are they going over there to spy? In the women's case, is a little bit of both. But there's a problem. And I bet y'all know what the problem is. Y'all know what the problem is. If you know what the problem is, put what you think the problem is in the chat. There is a problem. And the problem is, I'm not so sure if Thailand or the Philippines is a good fit in the long run, because dating and marriage in the long run is unsustainable for these ladies. In other words, if you want to get down to the nitty gritty, you want to hit the nitty gritty, like Sunshine says, boots on the ground, whatever. Ain't nobody checking for these lovely ladies in that part of the world. So, what I want to do, I'm gonna let's check out some video clips. It's gonna add content to my narrative, to my article. It's not, so we're gonna do that now. So let's get after that right now. Contents to this article. Roll the first clip. Let me get to the media here. This is what this sister says she's running into in Thailand.
Black people, I just have a small question. Are we no longer saying hi to each other in foreign countries? Are we no longer checking in with one another? Like when we see each other, like in passing, are we no longer saying hi to one another? I'm just asking, because I hate, like, every time I try to look at someone and say hi, they look away. It's hurting my feelings.
The sister says that nobody is speaking to her overseas. She's walking, she's trying to be friendly, and ain't nobody saying nothing to her. Here's another example of what women are running into overseas. Roll this clip, if I can get there. Hold on, guys. One thing I hate about screen share. Let's take that one down, clear it up now. Let's see. Oh, come on. Somebody's gonna. Hold on, let me see something here. Hold on. Okay, there it is. It's gonna be. Let's take that. Okay. It's gonna be that one. Nope, it ain't that one. Stop the sharing. Damn it. Why is that on there like that? Am I bugging out? Hold on. All right, 1 second, guys. One thing about StreamYard. There we go here. All right. Open up. They do this for long. All right. So this is another clip where a woman is running into a problem with men approaching her, or people in general. So I know she's talking about men, but let's roll that clip.
That it's the younger Black folks here that don't speak. For y'all to sit up here and say that you come to Thailand and you live in Thailand and you don't see black people, I don't know where y'all be. And maybe it's because I'm always out here in the streets that I'm always running into black people everywhere I go. But I've noticed a thing. It's the younger black people, especially if they're like coupled up, they don't speak. But the retirees are always, hey, how's it going? How are you? Good to see you, type stuff like that. My kind of people. My kind of people. And you don't have to speak like you don't have to speak to people, but don't complain about there not being community, or if you don't see other black people and like, oh, there's no community here, when you are unapproachable. You have to create community wherever you are. And for those of you who are here and you still don't run into black people, again, out of like at least 3 black people just walk past me on the street and I'm at the night bazaar. Make friends with the locals. Make friends with other people who are from different countries. Like I just went to a pole dancing class and met a friend. I met 2 friends actually. One's from California and the other girl is from Scotland. Like, make friends. Just make friends because that is going to be your key to survival no matter where you are. That's my TED talk.
So once again, another black woman who says people are not speaking to her. Excuse me, they're not speaking to her. So they're not speaking to her at all. They're walking by and ignoring her because they're not over there for that. They're gonna figure it out. And some of these 304s, some of these chicks are over there trying to assimilate and look even Thai. Roll the clip.
Where is all the black girls in Thailand?
We're gonna go in there. Are you scary there?
Good check.
Trying to look as Thai as she can look. Got the outfit on, trying to do her thing. Trying to assimilate, but it ain't working out. Roll this clip on what this American black woman said after being over there for a while. This is what she's finding out on dating. Roll the clip.
Dating in Thailand. Let's see what the girls got to say about dating in Thailand. Okay, Monique, you've been here the same time as I have, 3 months. So what is your opinion on dating in Thailand?
I would say from what I've seen, black American men are not interested in black women. So that kind of eliminates them, and you know, the black women are interested in our black brothers over here, thinking they have a better chance than what they did in America. I noticed that the Africans, the UK, and Thai men are interested in beautiful black women. It's just our American black men have no interest in the beautiful black women.
Right, okay,
So,
yeah, I can say the same thing also.
all my beautiful friends are still single, not really even going on dates because they're not getting approached by the men they're interested in, which is our black American brothers.
Okay, gotcha.
So I would say dating here is very hard, but I think that if some of our beautiful black women open up their mindset to other opportunities, they might find a really good man outside of those damaged black American men.
Gotcha.
And we know from what we've seen, the black white effect has been real good on the internet with these white men that come over here and treat us beautiful black queens like the queens that we are. So I would just say to all those single women out there that are here in Bangkok or in Thailand or anywhere over here in Asia, expand your options. Don't keep it, because we don't want to be single forever. Like, we're already at peace, we're having a good time. Explore your options with some of these men from different countries and give them the opportunity to show you what it's like to be treated the way that we desire.
Okay. Okay, Aaliyah, you've been living in Thailand for 1 year, so I feel like you have more of an insight on dating. So give us your opinion on dating in Thailand.
For me, dating in Thailand is ghetto, just how it was ghetto back in the States. I would say it's very casual out here. I think a lot of men are having their way out here with the Asian women, so like they're not looking for us necessarily, something they're used to having back at home. So like Monique said, just be open-minded to dating outside of your norm. I told you when you first got here, go where you're celebrated and not tolerated. You don't have to be like hyper fixated about dating, not you personally, but just like people in general. Thailand is such a beautiful place to be, and like you can make so many meaningful connections, and it could be platonic relationships. So I say go out, meet people, have a grand time, and see where things can go.
Okay.
That's what the sister's saying. But to co-sign on that, listen what the white woman says about Asian men and Thai men checking for these chicks over here. So here's the co-sign right here. Roll the clip.
How difficult is it to meet a man in Thailand as a foreign woman? Okay, I know a lot of people who have met their long-term partners or husbands here. I did as a foreign woman, but I would say, generally speaking, most of my foreign friends that are women have found it very difficult to date, and ultimately it's been a big reason to leave. Maybe they love the lifestyle and they were here for a long time, but they were just like sick of the games. I mean, kind of like go figure, but most Thai and most foreign men are here for Thai women, not for foreign women. It's not all, don't come for me on that one, but yeah, I would say that I've known so many women who have ultimately left because they're like, look, I want to meet someone, I want to date. I'm sick of just like being played by these men. The dating pool tends to be really small for men who are interested in foreign women here, so they get around. Anyway, let me know your experience. I would love to hear from other foreign women.
They're having trouble, y'all. They're having trouble. They're having trouble. And for a lot of reasons, they are having trouble. They're having trouble because they are not built for dating on that side of the world. It's a whole different concept. Guys can do it because they still are under where men run the show. It's a patriot over there. So it's just that way. Whereas these women come over there and it's a whole different game. You know, they have the attitude. They usually a little overweight, and it just don't match. Roll the clip on what this black woman right here is saying, and she's in Thailand, and this is the issues that she's having. Kind of co-signing what we're all saying when they go overseas. It's not easy for American women to try to leave their country and go overseas and date. They're not built for it. Roll the clip.
Dating in Thailand. Let's discuss.
I want to do a quick little spiel about dating in Thailand. And I wanted to ask this question. What does it mean when men who have the license to love you chooses not to? Hear me out. Living in Asia, dating for Black women feels almost non-existent. You're usually mostly fetishized in my experience. Per the stories I've heard, I've not actively been dating out here. But the reality is you're living in Asia, and with most Eastern cultures outside of the West, outside of the US, Canada, a lot of these people date based on family connections and stuff, or family preferences. And so there seems to me in my mind like a barrier to being able to date whoever you're attracted to and connect with. And so like my experience when it comes to seeing Black men here is that although they have the license to, they generally are not interested in you. So what does it mean when the men who have no barrier to love don't pick you? Pretty dark stuff, I know, but it was just kind of like, I had a thought yesterday a little bit, and then this morning was really hard hitting. Like, what does that mean when the men who have the freedom to love you don't? that's sad. And I feel like that's kind of the state of dating, like in your within your race, is that the black men who come here look for Asian girls. And I mean, why would you come to Asia and look for black girls? It's an Asian country, but I mean, like, it just feels weird. And but that's the thing. So, what do you guys think?
Let me ask you guys in the chat a question. If you are going to fly 8,000 miles to Thailand or the Philippines, why in the hell would you go over there and date a woman that look like any of these women that you've seen in these videos? You've been dealing with them all your life. So why would they think that I'm going to go over there, buy a $12, $13, $14, $15, $2,000 plane ticket, depending on how you flow, touchdown over there, get a room, get a hotel, prepare to stay over there for 2 weeks, 3 weeks, a month, and roll up on some shit that you could have met a block from the crib? You still got the same damn attitude. Ain't nothing changed. Why would they think that we would go way over there to date the same thing that's over here? That's amazing, man. That is absolutely amazing. So when these women go overseas, this is what they see. This is the way the Thai people look at them. They look at us like that too. But this is how they look at them. This is how they look at them. It's sad. I'm gonna read some of these. I'm behind on the chat, so I'm gonna read a little bit of those before I go to the next reason why they're having trouble overseas. Let's look at some of these chats. The most recent one here is from Lily Tate. What's up, Lily? What's up with you, girl? Always good to hear from you. It's getting close to the time that I come over there. Lily says the majority of Asian women, we give respect to our man, and that's the reason why black men pick us. Y'all hear that? The beautiful Lily Tate. Y'all go online, check out her channel, Lily Tate channel. She's married to Frank, a black American man from Chicago, I believe, right? Frank, I believe, is from Chicago. Isn't that right, Lily? He's from Chicago, I think. I don't think it's Detroit. Chicago, and he's been a little ill, but I think he's coming around. But at the same time, check out her channel. She has real good insight on what, from the Filipino perspective. You're seeing all about trying to get this, trying to shake in front of the camera and all that. She's giving you real talk. She's giving you real talk about real life. So check out Lily Tate's channel. And shout out to you, Lily. And you're right. The majority, I say that out loud, the majority of Asian women We give respect to our man, and that's the reason why we pick the black pickers. Got it. Good shout out. Good point. Here she says, hello, everyone. And I'm just reading over the ones I missed. Yabini, and I hope I'm saying your name right, Yabini Ra. No other race of men are checking for you. He says again, right here, stop lying, Keisha. And again, he says right here, I didn't travel 8,000 miles for Keisha. Say it again, Sam. He says, amen. He says, we'll be purchasing, what is that? They will all be purchasing dogs and cats. Dogs and cats, Yabini. Hope I'm pronouncing your name right. Mr. International says, Keisha has no global influence on our image, and they can't stand it. Right. And once again, he says that no, they're not watching to be influenced by the witches' algorithms. Don't worry like that. And Mr. International also says the matriarch genocratic bubble doesn't work anymore. And I think Yabi Ray says that my Filipino wife is a registered nurse. Shout out to your Filipino wife holding it down as a nurse, my brother. That's a good thing, man. That means that everything's all good on your side. I know they always be nurses, but nurses make good money no matter, always. And Filipinos are known for that. So, yeah. So secondly, Asian men aren't checking for black women. You know that already. And in my next two clips, you will see that they're not checking for African American women. And let's roll these clips. If I can catch up to where I'm at. The Korean man in this clip, and this is an older clip because I've seen it before, but at the same time, he's point blank clear. He don't mind having a little fun, but he ain't marrying that ass. Roll the clip. And this is what he tells a fairly attractive woman that I would say this woman that I'm about to roll the clip on, in my day, I would have been checking for her because before I had my Filipino girlfriend, I was always on them red boats. I was always, every woman I ever had was always red. Well, except for one. I do have a son. But 90% of the women that I always dated were always light-skinned. Always light-skinned. I don't know. Maybe I got it from my dad. I don't know if it's hereditary in my mind, but that's the way it is. But in this clip right here, this woman is over in Korea, and it's the same. It transcends whether it doesn't matter whether it's Korea, whether it's the Philippines, whether it is Thailand, whether it is Vietnam, whether it's Cambodia, whether it is Singapore, Malaysia. It doesn't really matter. This is how they think. Roll the clip. And this is what he told her.
For example. Do you have like any unique experiences so far, like going out on dates?
The last guy I went on a date with, and he asked me, and like I was asking him and stuff, and I like standard questions, you know, like, have you ever been with a foreign girl? Have you ever been with like a black woman and everything? And when I asked him that, he's like, yeah, but I don't think I want any N-word kids. He said, I don't think I would want any N-word kids because they would get bullied here in Korea. I said, I almost jumped out of my seat. I said, so like, why that word? Why couldn't you just say you don't want any black kids? But you use a nice hard word.
Wait, he said N-word kids, or did he like use the word like?
No, he said the word verbatim. He was like, I don't want any kids. This is where I said like the level of experience with certain Koreans with black people sometimes does vary, because why you would think that was something you could say to me and I wasn't going to potentially retaliate against you is questionable. we're in Korea, where Koreans date Koreans. And so when it comes to their experiences with all their cultures, it's very limited. And it's like sometimes they will say some very out of pocket comments. And then you're just sitting there looking like, I know you didn't just say that to me.
Sad, but a lot of they don't have a filter on what they said. It's their country. They don't say it necessarily for race. They say for to be prejudiced. They say it because they truly, that's what they believe in to the core. In my mind, technically, I would probably think that chick right there is fairly attractive. But when she goes to Asia, they don't like thick, fat, overweight women. And they don't like abrupt, aggressive, loud mouth women. And Black women have a tendency to be that way. Not a tendency, that's how they are. It's just in their soul. And my brother, shout out to him if he's listening in. He likes an argumentative woman. Me and him go back and forth all the time because he says, I like a woman who I got to handle. He likes a woman that he calls a strong Black woman and all that. I don't need none of that shit. It's a way you can be strong and be agreeable and AKA submissive at the same time. Most African American women are not that way. Most of them are in some relationships, and I touched on this on my last video. There are a lot of guys, and I used to be that guy, that when he worked 8 hours and arguing with this white man at work, the man, as we call it in America, and that's just a synonym or an image of what we of the system that we work in on our job. But you work all day, 8 hours a day for the man, and then you get home, and because you you got the type of wife who's a nagger and a nitpicker, and she's gonna talk about this and complain about that a lot of times you don't know what you about to roll up on. You might sit in the car 30 minutes to an hour listening to music to wind down, maybe even drink you a beer before you even go in the house, because because you got a choice. You can go to the bar and chill with the fellas, and then you got to make a phone call, say, hey baby, I'm at the club, I'm at the bar, I decided to stop at the, oh, you decided to stop at the bar, we got to do this, then you got to hear all that bullshit. So a lot of guys, they just come straight home, chill in the parking lot, drink a beer in the parking lot, and then go in the house and prepare themselves for the bullshit. That's a true fact. Guys do that, man. Because you women, y'all are just too much. You're too damn much. And if you bring that type of attitude to these women overseas, these men overseas, they're not going to be nice as us brothers. Us brothers are really, and Lily, you probably can touch on that. Black men are a lot more loving and a lot more agreeable and tolerate a lot more than what Asian men and African men and other men in other countries are going to tolerate. Other men in other countries are not going to tolerate that loud ass mouth and that sassy ass attitude that y'all bring to the table. We do, because we used to hearing it from our mothers and the other women in our lives. So we're conditioned to tolerate it to a certain extent. But you ain't hearing that shit overseas, real talk. So that's another reason why that it just won't work out. Here's another clip of what a black woman ran up on trying to date an Asian man overseas. Roll a clip. I think this is a screen share. I hate screen shares. I really hate screen shares, but I got to do it. Oh, it's going to be. Nope, not that one. Not that one. Let's see which one it is. Yeah, it'll be that TikTok right there called Passport Sisters. Not that one. Not that one. We'll find it in a minute. Not that one. There we go. Nope, not that one either. Here we go. All right. All right. She runs into trouble overseas in South Korea. Roll the clip.
About anything. Like, he could literally be wearing a Nike shirt and you're like, hey baby, what brand is your shirt? Oh, this shirt is Adidas. What do you gain from this? This one time I went out on a date with this little Korean piece and he was telling me about how rich he is and how he gonna take care of me and anything I want, I got it, yada yada, right? We go out to eat, right? We getting Korean barbecue and he's like, yeah, get all the steak you want. Get all the steak, okay? Anything you want, baby, it's on me. I'm like, hey, say less, okay? Waiter, come back. I'm like, I need 12 steaks because he paying for it, okay? We're about to leave, and in most Korean restaurants, they don't give you a bill. What you do is, on your way out, there's usually a little, like, stand where the cashier will, like, check you out on your way out, right? Okay? So we standing at the stand, and I'm just, my man got money, okay? He got money, okay? Listen, and he's like, so, we finna go Dutch or what's up? I'm like, who? We finna go what? I thought you said you had money. I mean, yeah, like, I got money, but I didn't bring it all with me. So, like, if we could just, you know what, fool? Here. I'm out of here. What are you talking about?
Well, that's your experience, not ours.
Exactly. That is what they're running into. You just saw two clips where women are having trouble dating Asian men because it just doesn't mesh. The attitude of the black woman and the attitude of the Asian man and other men in other developing countries just don't mesh with this Western attitude that these women have over here. It ain't happening. So on this next clip, this guy here explains why passport sisters will not work, which adds strength in the argument to what I'm saying. Roll the clip.
So you have females going abroad trying to be like passport bros, call themselves passport sisters. But guess what? They cannot be passport sisters. Why? When you travel outside the US, you are going to other countries that are dominated by man law. Okay? This is not westernized countries with laws that pander to women. These countries want you to be covered up, wrapped up, and be presentable as a woman. And you have females that go to different countries with high status, high roles in westernized society. Like this female here in particular, she is a doctor. She has her degrees and she makes her money yearly over $100,000 a year. And she tries to push it in the face of this young man that she picked up and his family. They weren't having that. She stuck her foot in her damn mouth because of being too ambitious and disrespectful. His family wasn't having that. So he threw his hands up and said, hey, it's over. This is what happens when you go abroad as a woman and think you could control men in their own country with your ideology and your own concepts, thinking that you have too much money, so men needs to do what you want them to do. It doesn't work like that. You got females go to places like Dubai, Middle Eastern countries, Asian countries, and they don't take the time to look into those people's rules, their laws, their statutes, their codes, how you should carry yourself in public, how you should dress. They don't do any of that. They think they could go to these people's country, dress with your ass hanging out, dress in your active wear every day, your hair flashing here and there. These people look at this, and there's consequences for these actions. Females don't understand that. And if you think you could go and think you could sleep with guys abroad and there's no ramifications, trust me, there's a woman that went to Jamaica and she wanted to have a hot girl summer. She went raw dog with a perfect stranger, someone she didn't know from Adams, but she wanted to have a hot girl summer. Guess what happened when she came back to the States? She found out she got a hot girl STD. That's what happened. And to all those females thinking that they're going to go abroad and find them a yes man that they could marry, there's a Jamaican sister that tells these females that, listen, you go abroad and find one of these Jamaican men or men from other different countries, guess what? Bring back to the States, he's just going to end up fucking you, your mom, your sister, and get your sister probably pregnant. Be careful. But they don't want to listen. They think they could do everything a man does, but there's no equality in that. You cannot be like a man. You just can't. You can't physically and emotionally. You just can't. They don't understand it. This is why a lot of them are going to fail successfully. And you're going to continually see it until it sinks in. But when it sinks in, it's going to be too late. They're going to be begging and crying. They're going to be begging and crying like they are already begging and crying. Pick me, choose me. You see the videos. They're tired of being Miss Independent. You see the videos every day. But that's what they're going to have to go through. Because why? They wanted to be Miss Independent and they wanted to be passport sisters. Only the men could do that. Because the men are going with a purpose. They're going with a purpose. They're just going over there, these females, they're just going abroad just they could show off to other females, have wild sex, and think there's not going to be any ramifications. But trust me, there's always blowbacks. There's always ramifications. So fellas, please pay attention, protect yourself, share this video if possible, and as always, be safe. I am Sino.
Shout out to that brother in that video there. He's just telling you, women, that y'all can't be passport brothers because you're women. And I don't mean that as no knock. I mean that's the reason why that we are men are protectors and providers. Y'all can't just go solo like that. I know you want to be masculine as hell. You want to be strong black women, but you need to take a lesson from your Filipino women where they know how to be strong-willed, but at the same time allow their man to run the show. Well, a man got to be a man wherever he is. That's just what it is. It could be the Asian man, whether it be the African man. They all are men, regardless of what they make. I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna give you an example. Then I go to the final reason why women are passport sisters are going overseas and what they've learned. But you can go to any Lowe's or whatever, and before Donald Trump started the bullshit. But you can go anywhere and you'll see a Hispanic guy working a job that pays literally nothing. I mean, you as a guy, a man of means, you'll look at that and say, wow, he's working that hard, you know, for that little bit of money. But when he goes home, he's the man. He runs his house. He's Papa. What do they call it? What do they call it over there in Latin America? Y'all know already. He runs his show. He's the man, not the boy. And they cater to him. They fix his food first. They make sure that when he walks through the door, everything's good. As if he's doing what he's supposed to do and working. And then a woman is probably working alongside him in so many ways and still giving him the respect as a man. Cutting grass, painting windows, the doors and windows, and whatever they all do. They're totally built different than we are here in America. Because y'all got a degree, and because y'all you make $50,000, $60,000, $70,000, $80,000 a year, that y'all look down on men. Y'all think y'all equal. But this past election showed that you're set y'all back. That's why you were so pissed off. Because you thought you had arrived, Kamala Harris. Men will always be the protector and the provider. That's the way it is. That's the way it always will be. Now, the next thing that these lovely ladies learned, and men learn too, that when you go overseas, it can be dangerous, particularly if you are going solo. Do not, women, please, for heaven's sake, do not be a solo traveler. A man can do it, but you women cannot be solo travelers, and you be trying that shit, and it gets you unalived. So number 4, they've learned the danger of going overseas and being a solo traveler or going overseas as a woman. Roll the clip, but you're hard-headed. But you're gonna learn today. Roll the clip.
Don't do it.
You're gonna learn today.
Don't do it.
First clip I'm going to show you happened a while ago. Well, first I'm going to show you this woman here that got caught in the airport of the Philippines, and she crashed out, just like a black woman always do. She crashed out. So I'll let you hear her story, and then we'll hear the other two. Roll the clip on her. It's a screenshot. Screen share. So let's see what we got here. Here she is. Said lady goes to the Philippines, gets stuck at the airport. Here's her story.
Yo, I was being patient because I know my mouth, and I'm like, listen, I'm in another.
She knows her mouth.
Country, I can't act up out here, so let me be patient. I was waiting. I was like, can somebody help me? I was even asking the guards was blowing me off. They was like, you have to wait till somebody from the Philippine Airlines come through. Everybody that came through was saying, oh, I gotta go to my flight. Oh, I'm not a gate agent. Oh, I'm not this. And then that's when I got really annoyed as fuck. I ain't gonna hold you. I was like, well, can somebody help me at this point? Because I'm standing here literally like 40 minutes. I walked through the gate. Literally, when I say literally, not even like 3 minutes passed. And now you're telling me I can't leave the airport. I have a 14-hour layover. So finally, somebody from the Philippine Airlines come. And guess what they said? Oh, we can't help you because as soon as you walk through the gate and they stamp your boarding pass, that's it. You can't leave the airport. I'm like, can you get me a manager? Can you get me a supervisor? Can you get me the gate agent that sent me this way? Because it's basically her fault. They told me that if I leave the airport and walk through that gate, they're going to abandon my flight and I'm not going to be able to come home. They told me that they will cancel all my reservations and I will be stuck in the Philippines. I have all this on video. They told me that they will take my passport if I try to leave the airport. Because at this point, I was annoyed as fuck. I'm like, listen, I'm not staying in no airport no 14 hours. Either you get me a supervisor or I'm leaving. Like, I had mad money that I paid for my tour, my guide, my driver already, and I'm just going to sit there and waste my money. So they're saying that if I leave, my passport going to be taken, I'm going to be stuck in the Philippines. So I'm like, all right, bet.
So what do y'all think about that? What do y'all think about that? I don't know if she's... when you're in the Philippines, you got to have patience. The Philippines is a lot different than the United States. When you're in the Philippines, things go very slow and sometimes not the way it does in the United States. You got to be patient, lady. You got to be patient. This is not New York like your accent is. You got to slow down, realize where you are, and understand what you're dealing with. And deal with it. Her attitude, the way she has, could never work in the Philippines because she's too want to get shit done now. It ain't shit getting done now in the Philippines. I don't know what y'all think about it in the chat, but that's exactly what I see with this woman here. She's just doing too damn much. Now, next clip is another reason why you should not, women, you should not travel alone. This is something that happened maybe last year, but this is a clear reminder. And before I get into this right here, well, I'm gonna go ahead and play this here, but I don't want to forget my thought, but because I got something for you guys too, for us. But let's roll this clip right here because you cannot travel by yourself. And these next two clips is a proof that it's dangerous for women to be solo travelers. Roll the clip.
Fortunately, within the last 9 to 12 months, 5 Black American females have been unalived under circumstances that are less than clear. It is also the case that within the last week or so, a Black British female has been unalived at the hands of people who took her out in the Gambia as well. Fortunately, there's already been one arrest in the situation involving the Black British female.
Well, I would definitely say that you need to have connections on the ground. Get your feet on the ground, have connections on the ground, and leave your Western trauma behind. Now, people pack their trauma in their suitcases and they come to the continent. And they come with that sense of entitlement. They want to tell us what they do and what they're doing is not enough. And they're so poor, they want to give charity. Did they say they needed your help? Did you ask them what they wanted help with? You know, we have this way of, thinking that we know better.
First off, on the behalf of the Passport Bros, I would like to say RIP to those women who lost their lives in the Gambia. Unlike Western modern women who made fun of all those men who perished in Colombia, we'll take the moral high ground because we don't have hate and evilness inside our hearts. Unfortunately, stuff like this don't make the news because majority of the world thinks that anything that happens to modern women overseas, they absolutely deserved it. And with feminism and all that entitlement, sometimes we don't blame them. Passport Bros.
There you go. There you go right there. Just heard the word. And it doesn't stop right there, guys. You don't have to be, and this is for you ladies and guys that feel like you're safe because you want to stay in the Western hemisphere. It happens in Mexico all the time. You know what happened to those students, but this is what's happening to anyone who travels alone. Is on the next clip. Roll the clip. Do not travel alone, ladies. You're going to learn your lesson today. If you heard anything from this video, ladies, you might not like what I said about how you're treated in Thailand by Asian men and by black men, but you do know you need not to travel alone. This is your Uncle Vic talking to you. Roll the clip.
Hey, yo, this is very important. This was sent to me in my Cancun WhatsApp group. And it says, hello, if anybody knows Jasmine Monica Jones, please I ask, would you look for her at the General Hospital in Cancun? Myself and a few friends talked to her there while doing some ministry, and she was in a shock. Not sure as to what that really is, but I guess she was in shock. I don't know what from. We contacted the American consulate, but didn't get much of an answer. Scary. She has a daughter that might have been taken or abused. Ooh, we need more details. How old is the daughter? What's going on? Okay, not sure where she is, so we are trying to contact her family and the American police. She is from Washington. I'm assuming Washington State. Please, if you can help in any way, look for her directly. She has bruises all over her body and has no shoes, money, or phone. Yikes. Only her passport and a legal complaint she did some days before. Thank you. Wow, this is missing a whole bunch of details, a lot of holes in it. But, you know, if we can do, whatever we can do is better than nothing. So again, the lady's name is Jasmine Monica Jones. She's from Washington. This was posted 10 hours ago in a Facebook group called Cancun Expats. So yeah, when you're out here, y'all, man, I mean, anything's liable to happen. So we know a lot of people talk about how safe it is out here. And just like anywhere else, trouble will find you, or you can find trouble. It is very good to build community and to build a group of emergency contacts, people who you can reach out to or who know you, that you keep in contact with daily, that you can give information about people you know back home or where you live, or who can check up on you. It is imperative. This is why I have created this is my Cancun group, for this purpose, and for a lot of other reasons as well. So doing my part, do your part. If you can share, if you know anything, please contact myself and I'll send it to the group, or you can join the group on Facebook. It's called Cancun Expats. All right. So yeah, enjoy your day, y'all. Happy Sunday, and prayers out to her, this young lady, and her daughter and her family.
So once again, ladies, as you've seen here, you want to travel, and I have all means that you should. I have all respect for what you do and your money and you travel. But be safe. Travel, try to travel in groups. Don't be solo. Do your research, vet. I know that you do. Hopefully everything will be okay with you. But I know why you're coming to Thailand. And you're coming to Thailand to check on the brothers. But when you do, you need to make sure, even though Thailand is, for the most part, it's safe, and the Philippines is as well, but y'all need to be very, very careful in how you move when you go overseas. The same goes for us guys too as well. But at least, we're guys, and at the end of the day, we are who we are. It might not be, certain things that we can get away with that y'all can't. I will say, as a word to wise before I get to the next topic, that when you guys are in Thailand, I saw a video the other day where there are women with STDs and even AIDS. So all you guys are tearing up that ass on a raw dog, lady boys, if you're hitting that too, you need to be very, very careful and make sure you cover up and know what you're doing, because a lot of these chicks have not been to the doctor. They have not checked themselves, and particularly on Walking Street in Thailand. You know, and even on Walking Street in Angeles, y'all need to know what you're doing. Make sure that you either take them to the doctor or wear a condom, or just be safe. And as far as the women, y'all just do what you do, man. You know, just be safe and try to go in groups and try to go with your man. Try to go as a couple. Don't go solo. That's all I'm saying. So that's my conclusion on that. So I'm going to switch topics now, just a little bit before we close out the video for the live stream for the day. And I couldn't be me if I didn't run these stories here. The first story, let me get back to it. Hopefully I got it on here. I hope I saved it. I did. Hold on. Yeah, I know I saved it. Let's go here and get it. Hold on one second, guys. I'm gonna find this story, because it's all a part of. It's all kind of relative, even though it's all relative. Right there. So I'm gonna screen share this. This is a recent occurrences in the Philippines. Again, women, as y'all know, that they found a missing woman dead in Boracay within the last week or so. And since this video, I think they found the suspects and brought them to justice. But this is something I'm going to play because it's kind of relative to the same conversation we've had about women going abroad and trying to do their own thing. So on this clip here, I'll roll it for y'all who haven't seen it. Let's play the clip.
Police have found the body of a missing female Slovak tourist believed to be a victim of a gruesome crime in the popular island of Boracay. Michael Dediso on the line now with that story. Michael, what more can you tell us?
That's right, Carmina. Police has discovered the body of a missing Slovak national at an abandoned chapel in Boracay, Malay Aklan province. According to a report from the Police Regional Office 6, Western Visayas, the victim was identified as Micaela Mikova, 23 years old, who had been staying temporarily at a resort on Boracay Island, a popular tourist destination for foreigners. According to local police, the victim arrived in Boracay on March 1 and attended a friend's wedding. She supposedly made friends with locals and went missing or went to places on her own. Her body was found around 2 in the afternoon in the abandoned chapel, decomposing and found without her lower garment. Mikova, who was last seen on Boracay Island, had been reportedly missing by a local friend on Monday, who also offered a 50,000 pesos reward for information. The Malay Municipal Police Station is currently investigating the incident and coordinating with the Slovakian embassy. The local police said the incident is an isolated case and assured the public that Boracay remains a safe place for tourists. Carmina, back to you.
Thanks a lot, Michael Dediso there joining us on the line. Former President.
So I want to stop it right there. So in line of what I've been saying throughout this video, you cannot run off nowhere by yourself. I'm not blaming her, but it's just, as a woman, it's always really, really dangerous for you guys when y'all try to go overseas by yourself or do things by yourself. Y'all stay close to your men and be safe and do what you got to do. It's just a better deal. Also, I'm going to, former President Rodrigo Duterte was arrested for something that he allegedly have done during his presidency. I'm not really going to go into that, go into it at all, but I hope that the Filipino people work out the situation for the betterment of their people in the country. All I will say about that. That's really sad. But other than that, we're gonna get to the fun part of the video before we close it out. Where's my intro? Because we're gonna get into a little B-dub drama, and then we're gonna close out this video for the day. So hit the intro to bring in the B-dub drama, and we're gonna finish up this video. But first, my intro. Roll the clip.
It's the return of the real nigga with real shit. And when the smoke dies down, there's still a nigga left to deal with. This motherfucker.
Yeah, hit that one more time. Hit that one more time in case y'all ain't feeling it.
It's the return of the real nigga with real shit. And when the smoke dies down, there's still a nigga left to deal with. This motherfucker.
All right, the first clip is about a woman that is entitled. And I want y'all to tell me what y'all think about this right here. She believes that men need to pay for her time. And I remember a situation that I went through at a local bar here in Charlotte, North Carolina, trying to flirt with these black chicks. So I can attest to this situation. Let's roll this clip and y'all tell me what y'all think. The entitled black woman. Not all black women are this way, but a lot of them are. Roll the clip. Yeah. I wonder if I can make this bigger. Full screen. Yeah. Roll this clip.
We went to Wally's in Santa Monica. It was very, very cute, a good vibe. We're just having like a little girls' night, whatever. We're in the back, we're sitting, we're just chatting, and these two guys come over and they start chatting it up with us, and it was fine. We were being friendly, we were being nice, and they were like good conversation. I began to notice that these guys, within the first 15 minutes, they did not offer to buy us drinks. Mind you, we weren't drinking anything. We were just sitting there. We were actually really kind of buying time until we went to the next spot. So we're talking, 15 minutes goes by. They didn't offer to buy drinks, nothing. They're just talking to us. Another 15 minutes go by. We're still talking. Another 15 minutes go by. We're still talking. I get to the point where I'm like, okay, we've been here for a while. I'm getting bored. I'm getting annoyed. And we were been supposed to leave. But here we are talking to these guys that we actually aren't even really interested in. And so I excused myself to the bathroom, thinking that that was going to be the cue for the other girls to realize that, hey, either join me in the bathroom for us to regroup, or hey, let's wrap these things up with these guys and let's keep it moving to the next spot. No, I get back, still talking. So finally, I tapped my friend and I just told her like, hey, I'm ready, like, let's go. We end up all like exchanging numbers, whatever. So when we're walking out, I was telling them like, hey, we were talking entirely too long to those guys for us to sit there and not have not one drink bought for us, not one appetizer offered to us, nothing offered to us. That is unacceptable behavior, and I'm sorry. And this might ruffle feathers for some girls watching this video, and if that is ruffling your feather, then boo, you need to keep scrolling because this is not the video for you, and the content that I make is not going to be what you like. Because I'm sorry, I am not going to be sitting there talking to guys for more than 15 minutes without them offering to do anything or offering to buy anything, especially if they see that we are not drinking anything or having anything. Like, excuse me, but no, I am not going to be giving you my time, my energy, without you also reciprocating and giving anything back in return for it. And I'm sick of seeing and being around women who are doing that. We need to learn that, I'm sorry, but we need to be charging these guys tax. Like, yeah, for me to sit here and talk to you, for you to have my time, for you to have my attention, you need to be doing something, sir. I'm sorry, I am not a cheap date. No. So this just goes to say that, ladies, if a man approaches you at a bar, at a restaurant, out, wherever you are, and he's talking to you and it seems great, that's wonderful. If he doesn't offer to buy you a drink or something, or do something for you, or see you in the next couple of days because he's super admiring you and enamored by you, boo, you need to cut it short, wrap it up, and move on to the next one. Trust me, that's going to make you more appealing. And if not, then you dodged an actual bullet.
Wow, that's amazing. That number one, she thinks that we as men owe to buy her a drink or appetizer at a table when we are just casually talking. She thinks that she's entitled to have that, or her time is not worth it. And not only does she think that way, she went in the bathroom and tried to poison her friends to think that way. So this is the type of woman that is super deadly to relationships, and why people like BMT exist. Passport bras exist. BMT, come and get the brothers that sit at that table, please. Come and get the brothers that sit at that table right now. Because they're sitting at a table with a woman who thinks that we owe her to buy a drink just for her time. That is absolutely crazy nuts. That's what we're dealing with in the dating world. They want drinks, they want food just for conversation. And then she's gonna get up and tell her friends that, hey, let's go. These ninjas ain't paying for nothing. That is. Got another video here I want to play for y'all. But these women are crazy over here, man. They're absolutely crazy. Let's get to the next video. We only got a few more, guys. Let's see. Here we are here. Let's see. Not that one. This one here. Now this right here is typical. Hope it comes up. Yeah. I'm gonna roll the big screen. Full screen. This is typical BS that you see as a young man growing up. Tell me if y'all ever saw anything like this in the chat. Roll the clip. This is a ghetto living, baby. Roll the clip.
Because I'm not going to force it. Let him know. I'm not going to force y'all.
We don't want to go with you.
Wow.
We don't want to go with you. We don't want to go with you. She be being mean to us.
What do you mean? Who be mean?
Her.
I don't be being mean to y'all. I just be redirecting y'all.
Come up here and get this because I'm going to need this for court, baby.
I be disciplining y'all.
Come on. Y'all can give him a hug. Give him a hug. Oh, y'all acting funny like that now? Give him a hug. Come on now. Come on now. Come on, I got a swimming pool. Don't get that tag them all in there, honey. But I got it at the house too. You want to come? Stay here with Mommy. Why? Yeah, I mean, this is my day to come. If I want to go. Yeah. He said she be being mean. What she be doing? I ain't got nothing.
Now you just still want him. That's all it is.
No, I don't still want him.
You just still want him.
I don't still want him, baby.
We are in a relationship now. We are in a
relationship. You out of line now. You wrong for that. I don't want him. I don't want him. They don't want to go because you're being mean. They say you're being mean to them.
Y'all know I don't be being mean to y'all. Just because I have some discipline in my home don't mean that I be being mean. I'm supposed to have rules
Right.
for children.
Yeah. You understand? You gotta respect the house. I'm gonna do that. I know how you do. I know how you talk. Please. No. Why? Please. Because you already look a hot man. No, you're not gonna do that. No, but you're not gonna want him. When I know deep down in my heart, I don't want him. Baby, you gotta be joking. I'm laughing at your joke that you just made.
You're not gonna disrespect.
I don't know.
You're not gonna do that.
No, y'all on my property though. And they don't want to go. I ain't got to make them go.
This is part of my property.
No.
We
don't call the police because we got a whole
court. No, you can't force them to come. If you're doing some And I'm gonna call SRS. I'm gonna call CPS. No, bring nothing. Baby, listen here.
It's my day.
You're not
it's
going.
my day. It's
Don't
my
matter,
day.
baby.
Come on.
No. They nothing. No, you don't put your hands on them. They don't want to go.
You know,
It don't matter, baby. Please put your paperwork up. They not going. They not going because you're doing something to my kids.
She's not.
I do not. I've never hit your kids.
What do she hit y'all? What's going on? Do she hit y'all? What's she doing?
She just be mean to us.
Okay, but at first she said she hit y'all. But now she don't.
They said she's being mean.
Okay,
So I don't know if she's hitting them or what.
Well, they just confirmed that I don't hit them.
Okay, but why y'all don't want to go? Why don't y'all want to go? Do y'all want to go with y'all dad? And I'm not forcing them to come. They don't want to go.
Well,
it ain't nothing I can do about that. We call the police, girl. You ain't even married to him. You ain't even looking at her.
Well, you don't
it's
have
not
to
my yard. Y'all ain't even married. She not on the court papers though. But you not on the court papers. Get from off my property.
I am on the court papers.
Okay, but take her and come back by yourself. Take her and come. They ain't going nowhere. She's not on the paperwork. You're not. It don't know. You're not married. You're not a package. You're not married.
We're working on it.
Girl, where the ring at?
I got it.
What a ring.
We working on it.
He's using you. He's using
Just
you.
because you were using
He's using you. No, he never used me. He took care of me, and I left him. Left him because I caught him cheating.
That's over with. We ain't got to keep talking about
I caught him cheating.
You still bitter about that?
Yeah, because you no good. You was just trying to hunt me last week. Tell her that. Tell her that. He was just trying to hunt me last week. But I won't. Yes, you was. Yes, you was.
You wasn't even here last week.
Please, no, he was texting me.
You had my phone the whole time.
From a fake phone. You want to see the texts? I know it was him. He's trying to. No. You don't want her to see that. You don't want her to see.
Come on.
We're just gonna. You don't want you to see that. You're a duck. You see that? Though how you grab that phone? You don't want her to see that. Keep it on, because I promise you, I'm gonna show this to the police. He trying to hide stuff. You mad? He mad. I don't want to sleep with him.
I got a pool.
I don't want him. My man at work.
You mad because he upgraded?
He don't. You upgraded well, girl. You look just like me, girl.
I was just gonna say.
Just like me.
I was just say upgraded where both of y'all hurt.
You upgraded. Downgraded, girl. I'm tall. You short, girl. Downgraded. Girl, he go.
That's the whole reason why I left. You act like that. That's why I left.
Baby, keep that over here so that
we not about to do this.
Get it on, because I want you to put your hands on me. I want you. He already did it. Please just leave. Please take her and come back. Please take.
They see who the bad parent is. Come on.
We got an appointment in Macon.
Nobody got time for this.
Yeah. That's what you need to do. Yeah, bye. They can get from over here. My kids not going with y'all. They're not coming. You're not married. You're not married. You're not married. You don't write, but you're not on the court paper. Now go up there, please. So I won't be doing it. Please go up there. My babies don't want to go with him, and they ain't going. My babies don't want to go with him, and they ain't going. He don't want to tell how you still trying to sleep with me though.
Sleep with you when he
got girl, please. Girl, he say your stuff wide and tight.
Wow.
No, you don't want her to know that. You don't want her to know that. Yeah, go ahead. I heard you.
Come on,
go ahead.
in front of the kids,
Tell
though.
her, what he doing? Telling me to go ahead because he don't want you to see them text messages. He don't want to see them text messages. Bye. Before I show you the text messages and break your heart, baby. I'm trying not to break up y'all relationship. Going on. Bye. Go. I left him. I got 3 kids from him, baby.
Wow.
We were together for 15 years, baby. I left him cheating. And he's cheating on you too, duck. Please move him in front of my house. Bye. Go. Bye.
It's so many.
I'm gonna cut it right there. That's typical stuff that we as African American men go through when we're trying to see our kids or whatnot, and we got past relationships. I think in that case, both of them are a little hurt. I think in that case, that woman right there, she loved to have him back. And what was that about Satan on her shirt? I was trying my best to read that about the damn Satan part. that was crazy about Satan. And she was like, he tried to sleep with me still, and then she come over there being defensive. Both of them look a hot mess. And all I can say is get your passport. But I don't think that brother look like he prepared to even. He's so far from getting a passport and coming around to the He in the darkness. He need counseling bad so that we can get him straight so that he can be a passport brother. Because right now he would be a pookie. Pants leg, he had the roll up pants leg. Ain't mad at that. But I think he's in and out of both relationships. That was a whole hot mess, man. And that's the bullshit that we go through, man. But you shouldn't use the kids against one another in that relationship. And I think the kids in the middle of that, because they grow up and they see that, and that's trauma on them, and they take that to the next generation. Everybody know that already. So I got another clip here. What is it? Where is it at? The BB is real short. There it is. No, that ain't it. It's not here. So yeah, it would be one of these. Hold that. Let me get into that. It's short clip. It's just women, man. They have a tendency to think this. I don't know why, but they do. All right, let's get it right here. Oh, that would be it. Yep. Yeah. Oh, maybe it is. Let's see. No. It is a Facebook. Okay. No. Yep. Let's roll this. All right, there it is. Y'all tell me right now, why is it that black women cannot understand that we like natural? A lot of reasons why men are going overseas, and I know Thai women, they wear a lot of makeup, so you know it's understandable. But if you get a good Filipina, a real good Filipina, and I'm gonna say, or a good Thai woman, they're not gonna be wearing all that shit, all that clown shit. And women, for whatever, black women, for whatever reason, thinks that we love BBLs. They're dangerous. That people have died from it. But they consistently keep pumping their ass to make it bigger, to be in competition against each other, really. Roll the clip.
BBL. 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 Do you prefer natural bodies or BBL bodies?
Natural.
Do you think men prefer a natural body or a BBL? BBL. 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 Do you prefer natural bodies or BBL bodies?
Natural.
Do you think men prefer a natural body or a BBL? BBL. BBL.
I'm gonna stop it right there, because that's just one thing out of a million with black women thinking eyelashes, the ones that look like that, extensions and braids, all the fake shit that women put on, and especially BBLs, because they, for whatever reason, it's in their mind that they got, because every BBL, 9 out of 10, most BBLs that I see look like shit. And again, I've seen people die over it. So I don't know. I just want to know what y'all think in the chat about these BBLs. Do y'all like them? Do you not like them? Most men, as you see in that clip, they do not like them. Yeah. On the next clip here, it's kind of funny. Do I have it here in the clip, or do I have to do screen share? The screen share is killing me, y'all. I hate it. StreamYard need to do something about it because it kills my flow. But let's see. I'm gonna roll as we wind down this video. I think they're both screen share. No, let's get it. Okay, we get it. Take this one down. Leave that one up. Take this one down. Take this one down. I can go down too for the purpose of this. I'm gonna go ahead and do the screen share. Not that one. This one. Definitely not that. Where is it? Screen share. Facebook. All right, there we go here. This one. Yeah, roll the clip. Right. Can I not put that in there? All right, hold for me 1 second, guys. Where's that video at? We'll find it. I'll find it. Where's it at? Actually, I did not. And maybe. Let's see. What am I here? There it is. Problem is I didn't upload it. Okay. All right. All right. So I'm gonna play this right here. And it's crazy, my guy. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's just crazy. That's full screen. Yeah, might as well get full screen on it. Don't judge me, guys, but this is what some of us guys got to deal with. Roll the clip. The entitlement of black women.
You have to rate yourself on a scale of 1 to 10. What would you give yourself?
10, of course, on myself.
10.
Yes. I ain't got my shit on right now, y'all, but when I put my shit on, I'm a 10.
What makes you a 10?
I have a good personality. I'm kind-hearted, and I treat people well. And I just love myself, too. I have high self-esteem.
Okay. If you
All right, you got total delusional there. Total delusional. And that ain't all the delusion we got. I got one more delusional. And this is what I say about that. Where is that delusion? Ah, there it is. Okay. Screen share. Yeah. Okay.
That's 5'4", take you out to eat, all that stuff. So you're trying to spend a settlement with me. What's good? Yeah. What's up? I'm looking for a boyfriend I can spoil by PS 5'4", take you out to eat, all that stuff. So you're trying to spend a settlement with me. What's good? Yeah.
Run, nigga.
What's up? I'm looking for a boyfriend I could spoil by PS5 for.
Run, nigga, run. Run, nigga, run.
That's what you're gonna do. That's what you're gonna do when you run into that. You're gonna run, Joker, run when you see something look like that. And that's what Sunshine says is over here. The motherboard for guys that are look. We got women like that that's entitled. It's crazy, my guy. It's crazy. You got the big ones that's wanting us with the blue lips and the blue hair and wanting us to pay for meals just to hang out and see you. It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy, man. Everything that we deal with in the United States is crazy. So, guys, I'm going to actually end the live right here. So, you guys have a blessed rest of your week. And I'll see you next week with another video. But before I let you go, I'm going to let you see, let you feel, because I got to go out on a good note. You got to go out with the sweet little Asian woman, because that's what I like it like that, and that's what it is. So let's go out like this. Roll the clip. Give it a roll.
Got a sweet Asian chick, she gon' roll
Yeah. Got one more for you. Got one more before we close it out, guys. Got one more for you. I hate I had to do it on screen share, but you know, hey, it is what it is. Oh, there we go. Roll the clip. Y'all like this? Y'all like that? Roll the clip.
I guess you wonder where I've been.
Yeah, that's what it looks like. That's what it looks like right there. And I got a little bit more for you before we close it out, because you know how I do. We just make sure y'all have a good weekend and y'all love it like you love it. So let's roll one more clip.
I got bitches off the Zans. Bitch, I got bitches. 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 Bitch, I got bitches.
You guys, man, y'all, hey, you know, it could be a lot better for you. And you don't have to deal with all the bullshit. Just do me a favor. Whatever you do, get them off your ass and let's go to Thailand. Let's go to the Philippines right now. We need to do that. Go clip.
Get your passport, nigga.
All right. Let's read a couple of these comments before I close it out. Oh, let's see. Original man here says he's throwing up. Here, so using the children as pawns is pathetic. Absolutely, original man. That's how they roll. Keep a recording and presenting evidence as the judge. That's right. Call the police. Present the court to the Kiki. She's arrested. You got it, man. The Zulu King says they cannot do what brothers do overseas. Yeah, it's just really, man. Women, if I ain't got anything out of this video, y'all be safe, women. Watch what you do. Watch your step. don't stop traveling, but don't expect black men to date y'all 8,000 miles away, because it ain't gonna happen. It's just not gonna happen, because we can get you Keishas over here, and we come and we going over there to leave y'all. That's the reason why we're leaving. So know that. That's the reason why they're going over there. They are going over there for a cost of living that they found, but they basically went over there basically to chase after and see what the hell we're doing, and put shame and guilt in the eyes and mind of the Asian women from the respective countries they're in. Y'all have a good week. We'll holler at you next week with another video. We'll see you soon. Take care. And we'll holler at you later, baby. If my music plays. Ain't nothing else been working right tonight. Yeah. I'll holler at y'all later. Virginia, I'll holler at y'all.